Okay. All right, I'm back. I think that should be good. Hopefully. All right, let's see. Hopefully you guys can get back on. We are live. We're coming to you live. We have some exciting techniques to show you guys today. How's everybody doing? I'll wait for you guys to get on, to jump on. I'm sorry, we had a little technical difficulties here. So I'd love to hear where you guys are watching us from. So is that Julie? Is that Julie watching? All right, so we're getting a couple of people on here. I would love to see where you guys are joining us from. So just throw me a comment and tell me where you're joining us from. I'd love to hear what part of the country you guys are in, or if everybody's here on Long Island. We love it. We love that you guys are joining us every day. We really appreciate it. And we love sharing knowledge with you. So that's what we're here to do today. We're here to share some glitz and glamour, okay? Because if anyone knows me, they know I love glitz and glamour. So anything that's sparkly definitely is good in my book. So I showed you guys the other day when I was working in my basement a couple of these really cute mannequins, these little busts. So this was the original, okay? And this is what I painted it, okay? And now I'm gonna add a little glitz and glamour. So as much as I love this, it doesn't match with my decor anymore. The dark brown wood does not go. And the dress that she has on is, the colors just don't go in my space. So I painted it in Jolie paint in gesso white, and I used noir on the top and the bottom. And I'm just going to show you guys really quickly how I painted this, because there are a couple of different ways that you can use the Jolie paint. Okay, let me zoom in here a little bit for you. Okay, so the way that I did it on this little bust here is I really put it on as like a thick textured layer, okay? I didn't do it like smoothly. I'm not trying to go in one direction. So if I zoom in here and show you this, do you see how it's got like all this cool kind of texture on it? Okay, and that's what we want. I'm not trying for this to be smooth. So here's my gesso paint. My gesso white is what I'm using. And I'm going to stir. I'm using a cute little mini brush. This is just it's a simple little brush. Hi, Peggy. We got Tampa. I think my mom is watching. She's in Jacksonville. So we are reaching far and wide here at Sweet Pieces. We love it. So I put like a decent amount of paint on my brush, okay? And now I'm going to start painting. And I'm just like blobbing this on, okay? By the way, I did clean this. I prepped it before I came on camera with you guys. I dusted it off, and then I also used my pre-paint cleaner, my crud cutter, on the wood parts. This part that I'm painting now is paper, so it doesn't really, you can't really, spray that with crud cutter. It's not really going to do anything. So I'm really I'm blobbing this on, layering it on. I'm not trying to be smooth. And this is also going to lend itself to how my foil goes on, okay? So if I paint this too smoothly, then my foil is going to look smooth, and that's just not what I want. And you'll understand once I show you the foil exactly what I mean. So basically this is like a textured paint finish that I'm laying on here. And just so you know, I did 2 coats on this guy here, and sorry about that. I did 2 coats on this guy. The first coat, it covered pretty well, but it still had a little bit of see-throughness. So I wanted to get it a second coat there. So just kind of blob that on. And then the same thing with the black on the base. I just painted that up, and I wasn't really careful about it. I didn't go in one direction. The Jolie paint is it's very self-leveling, so you won't really see a lot of brush strokes anyway. When you're done painting, it will really tighten down and self-level. Okay, so I'm curious, how is everyone doing today? If you're here on Long Island, it's kind of a crummy day here. It's raining and it's gross out. It's definitely a good day to be home, that's for sure. But I have to tell you, it was really hard for me to get ready this morning. I didn't want to shower today. Today was a day I just didn't feel like showering. But I have to thank all of you because of you, I had to shower because I cannot come on camera looking like a hot mess with my hair all over the place. So thank you. But I definitely felt better after I took a shower and, you know, I played my 95.5, my K-Love, and got my jam on a little bit, and it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so here's, you know, this is basically the way that it looked, the other guy looked when I first started it. So you can see it's very textured. It's still kind of see-through. You can still, yeah, see here, like it looks like it needs another coat. So that's why I did the second coat. So basically, paint it on, let it dry. I would say this usually takes about, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes to dry the paint, depending on how thickly you put it on and also depending on the humidity level in the space. And then once it is dry, then you can go ahead and do whatever your next steps are. So normally with the Jolie product, you would clean, you would paint, and you would seal it with wax. So because I'm doing some other products in between here, and there are a ton of other decorative elements that you can do with your projects. We carry a line of products, Artisan Enhancements, and it is fantastic for doing all kinds of decorative things. So we have a foil product, which is what I'm going to show you today. We have a pearl plaster product, which gives you like a pearlized type of a finish. They have a crackle text, which is really, really cool. And I'm thinking about it right now that I should have done crackle text with the foil on this. They also have a scumble product, which basically turns the paint into a glaze. They just have really, really neat products. VP Antico, which is like Venetian plaster. So some really cool mediums basically to take your projects to another level, to give you a little bit of pizzazz. So the foil that I'm using today, that's going to go before you put on your top coat. So right after you put your paint on, then you're going to apply your size. So size is glue that is going to make the surface tacky and sticky, and then that's going to make the foil stick to it. So you just want to make sure that the paint is dry before you apply the foil. So let's talk about foiling. So foiling is a 3-step process, okay? So first you're going to put on your leaf and foil size. That's the glue. That's this guy here. And I transferred this to a mason jar. One of my lovely team members did because the can was a mess. And sometimes with the size, it's very, very sticky. So sometimes the can can get a little bit sticky itself and caca. So we put it into a mason jar. So basically you're going to do, your first step is leaf and foil size. Your second step is to put on, foil. And then your third step is to seal it, basically, and then you'll be done. So when you put your size on, like I said, you want this to be dry, which it is. I'm going to use, I always use like a junky brush for this. So I just have a chip brush this is a 1-inch chip brush. We sell these on the website. We have 1-inch, 2-inch, and 4-inch. I love chip brushes. I always have a ton of them in my house. I use them for a lot of different things. I do not use them for painting furniture. So if I'm painting a piece of furniture, I'm either going to be using my Jolie brushes, my signature brushes, or I'm going to be using my Klingon brushes. So these are the brushes that I'm going to use to paint furniture. But when I'm doing decorative type things, so leaf and foil size, if I'm doing a wash or dry brush, then I like to use these chip brushes because those are good for those types of techniques. But if I were to use this to try to paint a piece of furniture, I would be here for forever and a day. So you want to use good brushes when you're painting your furniture. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip, let's see, do I want to stir this? Yes. Let me stir my size. So sometimes the size, like everything will kind of float to the bottom, and it'll be a little bit thick. So you do want to make sure that you have nice, consistent consistency throughout, which I do. This is a nice consistency here. You can see, you know, it's not lumpy or anything like that. So now I'm going to dip my brush, and I really don't need a lot. And like I said, size is sticky. So you really want to be careful with it. So I'm putting a little bit on my brush, and now I'm going to basically wherever I put my size is where my foil is going to stick. Okay. So I'm going to randomly put this all over this bust because I want this gold foil to kind of be random all over this bust. Now you can also do size precisely. So if you want to have like a pinstriped line of gold or silver or whatever color you use foil going around something, you can do that. You just have to apply the size in a precise manner. But that's not what I'm going for here, which you'll see in just a moment. And I'm actually going to do, I'll do a little precise line on my black down below to show you the difference between the two. So with size, you want to paint it on, and then you're going to wait for it to dry. You're going to wait for it to tack up and get sticky. Let me pull you a little closer so you can see how I'm doing this. Okay. And that is usually going to take about 10 or 15 minutes. Probably not that long, actually, now that I'm saying that. But basically, you'll know when it's ready for your foil, when it is clear and you hear like a little bit of a snapping sound when you put your finger on it. So I'll show you guys that in just a few minutes once we get done here. We actually have foil that comes in like 5 or 6 different colors. So you can really have fun with this. You could do it in all different types of shades of metallic. We love our metallics. That's sweet pieces. Okay, so I feel pretty good about that. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a good brush. Okay, this is like not good. You want to make sure that you really clean this brush when you're done. So this is one of my Jolie Artist brushes. I love these brushes. They come in a kit of 4. So here's my little kit. And they have 4 brushes in here. And they're really, really good brushes. Okay. But like I said, I don't really like to use good brushes for foiling because they can get destroyed. But if you're good and you clean your brushes right away properly, then you'll be okay. So the proper way to clean up leaf and foil size is with alcohol. So not the kind you drink, but the like isopropyl alcohol. So you want to just make sure that you want to have it like 90% or above. That will really wash it out. So you'll know, like if you touch your bristles and they're no longer sticky, then you know that it's been cleaned properly. So I'm going to dip into my size here. I'm just going to get a little bit on my brush there. And I'm just going to draw a precise line of size up here on this little lip. So I'll scooch in a little closer so you guys can see this in just a second. But I just want my foil, my gold, to just go right around the top edge here. Give me a little pizzazz. I'm all about a little pizzazz right now. How about everybody else? Oh, what a time. What a crazy time. I never imagined in my life that we would be going through something like this. I mean, it's just very, very challenging. But I have to tell you, I've been telling you guys, I'm really just trying to focus on the positive things So some of the positive things are myself and my family are healthy. I have a home. I have a roof over my head. I have a job that I love. I have an amazing family. I have a beautiful little girl and a wonderful husband. So I'm just trying to focus on those good things. And I don't watch the news very much. That's another thing that could really like drive you crazy, is just keeping the news on all the time. Okay, so I just want to zoom in here so you guys can see this. So do you see around the edge there? I did like a precise line. So some of it is whiter, whereas some of it in the center is a little bit more clear. So the clear part is where it's dry and it's ready for glue or for foil. And the white part is where it hasn't dried yet, probably went on a little bit thicker. So what I'm gonna do also is I am going to just paint the top of this. I'm just gonna paint the top of this. So I'd love to know, can you guys give me a comment and tell me where you're watching from? I wanna know where everybody's watching from. And I'd also love to know, do I have any fellow business owners out there? Because I had something I wanted to share with you guys. So let's see. Anybody? You know, it was weird the other day, you guys were commenting and I couldn't see them. So I wonder now, is Facebook showing me everything? Okay, so, still got a minute. Still got a minute to go there. So I've been sharing, oh, Washington, wow, very cool. All the way from Washington State. Oh, Mom's home on her treadmill, very good. Mom's getting her body moving. I've been telling you guys, right? So important to get your body moving because our brains are like, it's crazy right now. So you have to make sure that you're getting your body moving. I personally love yoga. I think it just helps my body. I regularly visit a chiropractor and right now I can't. So I'm missing you, Dr. Kobe, desperately. Wonderful, wonderful chiropractor in East Northport. If anybody needs one, she's amazing. But obviously she's complying with stay-at-home orders right now. So yoga has really been very, very wonderful. And I've been raving about Beachbody. I love Beachbody On Demand. I've been a customer for like 3 years. I use it all the time. It's fantastic. You can pull up on-demand workouts anytime. It's $99 for the year. It's so reasonable. And even if I take a couple months off, which does happen every now and again, you jump right back in and it's still totally worth the $100 a year for sure. So get your body moving every day. I think that's so, so important. Make sure that you're putting into your head good things. So watching the news constantly, staying on social media constantly and just reading what everybody's going through. It's good to connect, but I just think it can be very dangerous when you are putting all this negativity into your head constantly. So definitely make sure that you're putting good stuff into your head. So what good stuff? I mean, there's so many amazing podcasts out there. I love my man, Joel Osteen. He has amazing messages. K-Love, my favorite radio station right now, 95.5. It's a Christian radio station. I never in my life imagined I would be telling people to listen to Christian music, but let me tell you, it's awesome. The words are really good and they're really good beats because I like to rock out. So I totally think you should listen to Kayla. They even have an app for the phone. And then, have something to look forward to. Whatever that is. I told you guys the other day, I love my coffee. So for Christmas, hubby and I said we weren't going to buy each other anything. And then I woke up on Christmas morning to an espresso maker, like a real legit espresso maker. Now, I love me some Starbucks. I'm a Starbucks queen. I love it. Julie and I, we get Starbucks almost every morning at Sweet Pieces. Julie does the Starbucks run. But right now, I can't have my Starbucks. So this espresso machine is like heaven on earth. So I love my coffee. So that's something that I look forward to. If I'm having a rough afternoon, there's been so much paperwork. I've been having to fill out so much paperwork with everything that's going on. And like, that's not fun. I don't like that stuff. So I'm looking forward to either having a cup of coffee, or I'm looking forward to the new craft that I get to do, or the new project I get to work on. I ordered a counter height table for my laundry room that's going to go in a little corner. I'm really looking forward to getting that so that I can, you know, organize the space a little bit more, which I'm going to be sharing some organization tips with you guys next week. I'm pretty excited about. So definitely have something to look forward to. Fill your head with some good positive stuff. I've mentioned Audible in the past. I think that's a really great option. There's so many different things that you can listen to on Audible for free. And then there's also, like I said, all the podcasts, and there's so many free webinars and everything else like that out there. So to my fellow business owners that might be out there right now, let's see, Florida, Washington. Oh, Ralph, you're so welcome. What? Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. So to my fellow business owners, I want to give you a little tip. This is probably my favorite business book, The E-Myth, by Michael Gerber. I read this book years ago. I've read it several times. And I tell you, it was like a game changer for me. It shifted my mental focus on how I was running the business. And it's really been very, very helpful. So I highly recommend that book if you are a business owner. And right now is a great time to read and revamp and catch up on things. So I highly recommend it. But basically it talks about how to change your mindset from being the technician in your business to actually being the entrepreneur in your business. So somebody that is not necessarily doing all the physical work, but how do you run the business from above so that you're looking over and you're seeing everything that's happening and figuring out how to move and where to go. So it was really powerful for me, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. So let's see where we're at here. Okay, this is pretty good. So I've waited like 15 minutes or so, or maybe 10, maybe 5, I don't know, not that long. And I've put my size on. You can see where the size is, where it's shiny, right? Okay. So now if you listen, I don't know if you guys can hear this or not. See how it sounds like a snapping sound? And when I'm pulling my finger off, there's no goo that's coming off. So now I know that my size is tacked up and it's ready for foil. So once you're ready for that, you're going to decide what foil you want. And for this particular project, I'm going to be using gold foil, okay? Because we're in my laundry room and I got some gold accents in here. So I'm going to go with gold. But we also, like I mentioned, have all different colors. So silver is actually the color that I'm going to be doing for my bedroom that I showed you guys, the headboard and the bench that I did yesterday. So when the sun comes back out, I will definitely jump on and show you guys how I foil the headboard and the bench as well. So I'm going to just take a piece of scissor and I'm just going to cut off a piece. So we sell this product in the store and on the website. Oh, Michelle's watching. She's a foil queen. She loves foil. She is addicted to foiling. We sell this product by the foot. We also sell it by the roll. So it's $1 a foot, $1 a foot, or it's $59.95 for 200 feet. So if you're only going to be doing a small project like this, you could probably buy 2 or 3 feet and be good. We also sell the leaf and foil size in a sample container, a sample jar. It's an 8-ounce jar, and then we also sell it in a quart. So we want to give you guys options, whether you're doing this for fun or you're doing it for a business. We want you to have options. So now my foil has a shiny side and it has a matte side, okay? You would think that the shiny side should go down, but that's not the case. The matte side is going to go down. And remember what I said, wherever you put the size, that is where your foil is going to stick. So I'm going to just kind of rub it on here and peel it off. Okay, so I'm amazed at this. It's really, really quite fun. Okay. Okay, so I put my foil on, right? How cool is that? Got to get in between her cleavage here. This poor girl has lumpy boobs. It's like, I don't know, the cardboard, my daughter must have got to it and banged it on the floor or something. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going around, and I can just keep foiling this. And basically, like I said, it's only going to stick wherever I have put that foil. Okay, can you guys see that? Okay. And then I'm just going to give you a close-up here of, do you see my foil? How it's like, it's becoming see-through? That's because it's wherever the gold is coming off on the piece, it's basically removing that from the cellophane. Okay. So you can basically keep on going over this until you get the coverage that you want. Now, let's say that you did an area and there was no more stickiness to it, but you wanted more foil to stick. You could go back with more size and paint it wherever you want to, wait for it to tack up again, and then go ahead and reapply your foil. So see, do you see this spot right here? This has no foil on it. So it's not sticky. Like if I touch this, it's not sticky. So I must have missed that with the size, but that's okay. I want it to kind of be like random and haphazard. So that's okay. And you can see like a little bit of foil goes a really long way because you can just kind of keep reusing it. I love it. Ooh, these are going to be so pretty. Okay, so what I want to show you now is around the edge on the black where I initially did the little bit. Let me move this up a little bit. So I did a little ring up here in a more precise manner. So you could do the foil in a haphazard type of a manner like I did for this, or you can do it in more of a precise manner, which is what I did up here. So I'm just going to cut another little piece of my foil. And I'm going to take it. Oh, how cool is that? It's like, foiling is, it's just mind-blowing. It's so easy to do, and it's such a big impact. And then I also did it around this edge here. Okay, so let me show you. How cool is that? How cool is that? So this is really great. You can do this around the edges of a piece of furniture. You could do it on a table. You could do it on, I mean, you could literally do it on anything. So there's my precise line of foil. I love it. I love it. So let's say that you get foil somewhere where you don't want it. You can actually just take alcohol and remove it with alcohol. And again, you want to make sure that that alcohol is not from the stash that you're using at nighttime. That's the first thing. Or midday, whenever it is that you're using it. You want to make sure that your alcohol is like a high proof. So it's got to be like 91%. And we usually get it at, you know, the drugstore or wherever, but we also order it online from one of our suppliers. But you should be able to get it in your drugstore. And you can see here, you know, I'm going to use like just about every little speck of foil that is on here. Just kind of going around this little guy here. You could really make this a lot of fun. I am so glad that I did this project with you guys, because I'm telling you, these would have sat here sad and brown for forever if I wasn't doing all these fun projects at home. So I thank you guys for tuning in and watching us and playing along. Look how pretty that is. I love it. I'm even going to do a little bit of gold on the base as well when I have a little bit of time, which will probably be right after this video. So thank you once again for joining me. I'm so glad that you guys could tune in and learn a new technique. So like I said, you can actually purchase all these fantastic products from us at Sweet Pieces, and we are closed for in-store shopping, but we are open for curbside pickup and also online shopping. So you can go to sweetpieces.com anytime and shop. We are doing free shipping right now on orders $50 and over. So we'll pretty much get your order out to you like the same day that you place it. And depending on where you are in the country, you'll have it in just a short couple of days. So we're also doing curbside pickup of all of our vintage goods as well. So if you jump onto Instagram and follow the shops at SP, which we'll throw in the comments for you, we're also doing virtual vintage sales. So all of our amazing dealers and vendors and artisans that are in our store, we're posting a lot of their items online, and you could just, purchase them right from the Instagram link. We'll send you an invoice, and then you can come and pick them up anytime. We can also arrange for shipping for you, but there would be a charge for that. So we really appreciate your business. We are a small business, and we are working our butts off to keep this going for you guys, so that we can come out on the other side of this. So we really, really appreciate every single order and every single customer that calls us and watches us. We really, really appreciate you. So I hope that you guys will tune in with me tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to be showing you guys how to wax. So I'm going to be waxing a vanity cabinet in my bathroom. I don't know if you guys saw my home tour, but I was a naughty girl and I never waxed my vanity cabinet. So I'm going to show you how to do that tomorrow. We'll go through it step by step. It'll be super, super simple. And again, you guys are helping me to get some more projects done around my house. So thank you again so much for watching. I hope you guys stay safe. I hope you stay healthy, and I hope you stay positive. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Want to learn more? Subscribe now.